What's good, y'all? This is Ice Cold Donnie. I'm gonna take you through how I made the B section of the beat for Outside by AO Max featuring Ice Cold Donnie. All right, so jumping in. First thing, this was created basically off the back of my man Fats, my man D. We call him Fats. We were in a Discord call showing each other stuff we had made, and he opened up this like bare bones, really pretty much empty project that just had a couple of things going in, and he wound up playing this, and he was like saying he wasn't feeling it too much, and I was like, man, this is crazy. Let's work, send that one over. Like I'll go stupid on that. That's dumb. So he was like, all right, whatever. I guess he wasn't feeling it like I was, but what he had starting off was this melody. And this chord progression. Not gonna lie, that's what I heard where I was like, yo, let's, come on, man. Zip that now, and I'll work on that. So I like that that piano idea. He had a lot. I layered it with patch out of Anna, Slate Digital Anna. It's this is Juiced Piano is the preset. Basic comes with it. So just carries more sustain than the original loop that he wound up sending me. So all three of those together sound like this. Next thing I knew that would like really fit well in this. It's like super played out. The Roland old JV patch. I don't care. That shit's hard. Fit really well in this beat. I get it, it's overused, but what are you gonna do, right? And then we have what, 1, 2, 3 little one-shot chord riser things that are just kind of pepper in and add some more movement throughout this right here. So that guitar chord kind of helps the turnaround at the end of the measure. This one, we have a riser that kind of comes in. That little vocal chop that comes in. Next, I added in like a little pluck sound that goes over the the 7. Where a snare would be. And I really like how this guitar strummed one shot interacts with that little snare pluck layer thing I have. Just something cool. Then going into the hook, we have these chords that I put down that just kind of add a little more melodic texture, fill up a little bit more space in that chorus when it comes in. Basically the same thing the whole time, just voiced a little bit different to kind of give it movement up and down the octave. Nothing crazy, but it helps it. Good trick if you don't know music theory, just take your chords and mess with the voicing. Take like this middle note, bring it up an octave, bring it down. See what happens if you move this one down. Can give the illusion that your movement has moved up and down. Well, really you're just messing with the same 1 or 2 chords that can be in your track. So that's what I did, because my music theory is not like not goated at all. So from there, I put down this snare, super basic. The only thing is every couple of measures, there is a little fill I do. Just bring the velocity down. Next, which I actually kind of skipped, I think the next thing I put was the 808. Give you one guess what the 808 sample is. If you guess the Spins 808, you'd win nothing, but you'd be right. So nothing crazy, just your basic hard stop envelope on the sampler, LFO. And on the mixer, I think I put Camel Crush. Yep, got some Camel Crush, adding some distortion. EQ taking out the extreme lows, extreme highs, and a soft clipper, none too much. I may have definitely always like to take my 808s, and by default they'll be basically at 12 o'clock on this stereo width knob. I like to collapse them all the way down to mono. Don't ask me, I don't know. So got that. We added some hi-hats. That's not supposed to happen. Okay, this is actually rare. I don't use this a lot. And I'm not going to say this plugin company is good overall, but like this hi-hat plugin is pretty sick. So it is from a company called The Natin, I want to say. Something odd like that. It's just literally called Hats right here. And I don't see any branding of theirs anywhere, like at all. Hats, yeah, The Natin. All right, so they make like a, I don't know what all they make, but I got like a $20 bundle. It had this, it had like an 808 plug-in, and I want to say 2 VSTs. The VSTs, the generative synth VSTs they made were trash. They sucked. But this hi-hat plugin is pretty cool. You can let me turn on this keyboard thing. You can basically play a MIDI keyboard a lot like an MPC, and you get these program rolls that just correspond with your keyboard. So super fire. My MIDI's not catching signal right now. So that's what I used to do this, because I wanted like a complicated hi-hat pattern, and I think I got lazy and just wanted to get my $20 out of that plugin. So besides just the triplet and roll variation, what this is doing is slowly panning as well. You can see up here, and if you have headphones, you can hear it kind of panning back and forth. And I believe there's a pitch envelope that I put here as well. So there's an amp envelope. There's your panning right there, and this is a pitch designer. So it has some gain that you can put in if you want that realistic feel. You can do this. Overall, not bad. You know, you can load your own hi-hat sample in it. You don't have to use the less than ideal ones that they give you. You can put any hi-hat you already have in it. So that works out good. Let's see. We have some open hats here. Well, a little early shot, but if you've heard the record, which I would say, you know, if you haven't and you're watching this, go listen to the record. What are you doing? And then this is a kick right here. Shortened up its length. This is like a cymatics kick. This kick slaps, dude. I like this kick. All right, so all together, drums sound like this. And with the 808. And all together, the track comes together like this. And with that chorus part. Another thing about this record, what was so cool about it, I mentioned at the beginning that this is the B-side, the B section to a record that we kind of already had in the works, right? So my man Max, AO Max, had this record that he had done with another producer, my man Cortez Beats. Shout out to you, Cortez Beats. And Tez actually sang the hook on this record. And when we were doing this, I had the idea like halfway through making the beat. Probably by the time I put this 808 pattern down, I was like, man, this would be fire to do like a B section on that outside record, because I really liked what he had, and I even liked the original beat and everything. I think we were talking about me jumping on the record at that point anyway, but this was like a similar BPM. I want to say that track is at 100 BPM. This was at 102 that my man Fats, who created the 2 samples that I used to jump this whole thing off, had started with. So I just laid him in at the same exact tempo that he did. Like I said, by the time I got to around adding the 808, having the foundation of this record done, when I started thinking what I was going to do with it as far as like using this song. So at that point, I went into the Pro Tools session where we had recorded things and got the vocals from Tez to do the chorus, right? And I brought him in here, time stretched them by the 2 BPM to get them from 100 to 102. And then I started just praying and pitching this around to see if it would even work, right? So this winds up being a 3 semitone difference from the original record, which is also in a minor key, but has a lot more of a, I don't know, just like a cool, smooth, if a bit melancholy vibe to the chords and the melodies that Cortez did in that record, right? But when this hit on that 300 cents, pitching this vocal down so we could use the same chorus from the A to the B section of the record, was just like a serendipitous moment, right? It was like just one of those things where if I maybe knew more music theory, I could have gone into this knowing that this would have worked, right? But I just kind of sprayed and prayed, and there it went, you know? So with the addition of the chorus in it, this, the hook vocals, this chorus really shines and comes together, man. So
I've been outside for a minute, been about 9 for a minute, yeah. I've been on the south side, chillin' when it's dark outside, know the south side with where there ain't no breaks, no food on the plate, you end up on the downside with Oh, I've been outside, I've been outside.
Here goes the drop from the start.
I've been outside. I've been outside. I've been outside. I've been outside for a minute. Been about mine for a minute, yeah. I've been on the south side, chillin' when it's dark outside. On the south side when there ain't no break.
Word. It's been real. Shit. You know, ain't no telling how long it'll be before I come back and do this again. But that was outside. I've been Ice Cold Donnie. Peace. Stay up.